Hello, my name is Stephen Helm, and I'm a member of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, and you're watching Devo with Stevo. Now, if you clicked on a YouTube devotional video, chances are you're a little familiar with the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But what I want to know is, have you heard of the Gospel of Arnold? No? Well, let me give you a hint. You might just be more familiar with the Gospel of Arnold than you think. You see, I was teaching a Bible study lesson to a group of confirmation students the other day, and part of the lesson asked for the students to name their favorite Hollywood celebrity, their favorite actor. And I was surprised to hear that Arnold Schwarzenegger was one of the names that was mentioned. That's right, a group of 11 and 12-year-olds all knew who Arnold Schwarzenegger was. After all, he's a big-time Hollywood action movie star. He's also a writer, a speaker, the former governor of California, and a world-class bodybuilder. I mean, Arnold's known for his muscles, being a big, strong guy. And that's important because I recently saw Arnold Schwarzenegger on a late-night talk show where he was being interviewed by the host. The questions were fun and light until he asked him this one. He said, "Arnold, what do you think happens when you die?" Suddenly, Arnold paused, his face got very serious, and this is what he said.
Well, what do you think why I'm working out every day? What do you think why I'm pumping iron? Why I'm lifting this hundreds and hundreds of pounds? Should death ever come to me, I will battle him and destroy him and terminate him. That is as simple as that.
All right. Now, Arnold may or may not have realized this, but he just shared the gospel by telling everybody exactly what Jesus did. Jesus battled death and Jesus defeated death. And we hear Jesus allude to this in our gospel lesson on this first Sunday of March from John chapter 2. Here we see in John's gospel, Jesus starring in his own action movie. Jesus walks into the temple. It's the big church, God's house, a place of worship, a place of prayer. But instead of that, what does Jesus find? A bunch of people selling and lending money. So he gets angry. He takes action. He turns over the tables. He drives out the profiteers. He scolds the moneylenders. And he says, if you destroy this temple, then in 3 days, I will raise it up again. Now, he wasn't talking about the temple as the building. He was talking about himself, that he indeed would face death, die, would battle death, and would win and would rise again, so that death would never have victory over us ever again. Now, unfortunately, we still deal with death in the real world, but we no longer have to fear death. Let me say that again. We no longer have to fear death, because just like Jesus, we will share in his resurrection and his eternal life, to be with him in his perfect heavenly temple. Which reminds me of one more thing that Jesus said in the Gospel of Arnold, and that's, I'll be back. So until that happens, peace be with you.